Galapa and I had taken Mana back home to Ziguinchor. She needed to get back to help during Ramadan. And while there, I needed to get fuel, gas, and food. You see, I'm in the Casamance River Delta, following a map drawn for me by an old French sailor I met in Ziguinchor. It's supposed to lead to a quiet beach, a place where I can careen the boat and clean the hull. But out here, maps are just half the story. The river has its own rules. Then they appeared. The pod of dolphins. They're always here. They aren't just playing. They're here for the river shrimp. For a while, they lead me through the channels. You know, at 65, you learn to appreciate these moments of connection. They make the stress of the cruising life feel worth it. There were moments where the sounder dropped to zero. I could feel the keel digging in the mud, that soft, heavy drag that every sailor fears. But the past few weeks in the Casamance have taught me its language. I didn't panic. I just steered toward the dark, deeper water, trusting my sounder and the old man's inclines and advice.
Oh, amazing! Hey, yeah, guys!
With the sounder hovering at zero, I had the Dakar board pulled up as far as it would go, taking my draft from 2 meters down to 135. The truth is, I'm running out of time and money. Senegal isn't cheap. The river tax alone is $170 a month. My permit is almost up. And after I bought fuel, gas, and food for the trip to Dakar, I was essentially broke.
I've been gone for too long, in a faraway land, trying to find my way in, searching for where I did belong, coming up with a plan, somewhere I can begin. Memories of my hometown keep crawling back in my head. Been around the world all this time.
The old sailor's map wasn't just a destination. He was a guide to survival here. He warned me, don't cut the corners in these bends. The downside is a trap of shallow mud. I had to hug the outer coast, searching for the channel that the river hides from the eyes.
I can't wait to get home. Nothing else can compare. On my way, I'll be there. Sunshine like a heavenly oasis. I can feel the love from the familiar faces. The sound of my homeland. She calling, I'm all in. Been traveling the globe for a while and I had a good time, but memories of my hometown keep crawling back in my head. Been around the world all this time, still couldn't match how we felt. How it felt. I can't wait to get home. I can't wait to get home. Yeah. I can't wait to get home. I can't wait to get home. I can't wait to get home. Carry the roots in my soul. Feel the heat of the sun. This is where I was born. Music in the air of the night.
By the time I reached the beach, the board was tucked completely into the keel. And in the morning, Gilbert showed up to offer his help.
This is where I ended up yesterday afternoon. I took it easy, went to bed early, and to be able to get up early this morning to try to dry dock my boat on the beach This young kid here named Gilbert. He's gonna help me out. I met him before. And we're gonna go just over there to that beach in about an hour. Tide is still rising. We're gonna wait for it and then put the boat in position and then let the tide go down, and then I'll be able to scrape with his help. That is the thesis. So this is a first for me too. Let's try it. I was ready to do it all by myself, and then Gilbert showed up yesterday. He said, "Oh, I'll help you." I'm like, "Yeah, I'm all right. I can do it." And then he's like, "You sure?" And I'm like, "Well, you know, there's a reason the heavens bring people to me. Don't ignore them. He's a local. He's done it before." Combien de fois tu as fait ça?
4 fois.
4 fois? Okay. I'll pay him like 10, 15, 20 bucks or something. He'll help me out. It's much more worth it. So that's the story. So yeah, this is Gilbert. He set up the whole boat so we can dry dock and scrape it. It's tied to the bow, tied to the stern, and tied to the mast so it leans the right way. Tide's going out, so I'm going to be starting to scrape. Thanks, Gilbert. Merci, Gilbert. Gilbert here just brought me some delicious bread.
It's a strange feeling purposely driving your home toward the sand. But with the board up and the tide dropping, there's no turning back. Turns out, he's pretty good at this. He learned the art of beaching boats from other French sailors who used to cruise these waters. Seeing his confidence made me trust the spot, even as the sand rose up to meet my hull. Gilbert helped me set the boat, but I was nervous about the tide. If I beached too high, I'd be stuck for 2 weeks until the next high moon tide. Together we scraped away the thick coat of barnacles. Then, deep in the mud, I felt a sharp sting on the bottom of my foot. I got a deep cut on a razor-sharp oyster shell. There's all kind of creatures in the mud and sand. I carried on.
Well, I don't know if you can get the full extent of the tilt here, but the boat is tilted, as you can see, on the beach. Gilbert was awesome, helping me out. There he goes. He's got to go take care of some clients. He's got little lodges here that he's trying to create a business with.
But after some time, Galopin was happily floating again and standing straight. The next day, I settled for a shallower spot to finish the other side of the hull. And look at that growth. I almost didn't do this side. Why? Well, Gilbert's gone and it's just me and the river now.
Look at that. I'm just doing this side lightly. We got most of it. We just need to get this. I didn't completely beach the boat because I was alone, and so as you see, the tide is low now, but I'm in the water, so I can get most of this stuff off.
Man up, Alex. I'm in waist-deep water. I know what the locals say. The salinity here is too high for crocodiles, but my mind isn't listening. Every ripple and splash in those mangroves feels like a pair of eyes on me. I'm 65 and my foot is bleeding and I'm alone here in the mud. In the end, it's not my best work, but it's gosh darn good enough to carry on to Dakar.
Alright, I just got to climb back into the boat here now. It didn't tilt that much. I didn't do the bottom part of your keel part. Did everything around it. Just one side of the keel is not quite done. That's alright. I didn't want to over beach the boat by myself, you know, so I could have put it up further at higher tide, but I just wanted to make sure that I get out of here when the tide is high, so that's why. But it's done, it's clean. Off to Dakar in a few days, inshallah. Looks like my spot's getting crowded. A bunch of tubabs here, making landfall. And me, I'm all alone. God, do I love being alone. I hate traveling in groups, man. They're all like this, oh, should I bring these shoes? Oh, should I not? Oh, what should we do? Sorry, all group people that like being in groups and traveling in groups. I don't like it. Too many compromises. Being alone, you just do whatever the hell you want. When you want. How you want. Dumb shit. That's my rant for today, this morning. This whole group of Frenchies. Well, I hope they have a good time. I'm glad they're making the people work here.
All is smooth, the wallet is empty, but the boat is floating and Dakar is calling. Sometimes you just have to push through the fear to keep the voyage alive. Hello, welcome to Galopin. These are our studios, man. This is where the magic happens. It's humble, but it gets the job done. It's because of the great people like you on Patreon who make this happen. This Living Adventure series. I hope you'll join our community. We've got some extra perks like live updates, news, photos, videos, and I've even taken a stab at writing some short stories which are not for general audiences on YouTube. And our friend Graham from Australia set up a WhatsApp chat to aptly called Galopin's Cockpit. Guys from all over have joined, and it's this community that's contributing to the continuation of this Living Adventure series. If not, you can always watch us for free on YouTube. Make sure to give us a like or a dislike, make a comment, make your opinion heard. I'll try to get back to you. Thanks for watching this episode of Voyage, a real Living Adventure series. It's not fake, baby.